Hi. Today I decided to talk about taxes in Belarus. I talk of two parts of business. It depends what company or and business do you want. If you want to be an individual businessman, as I was and now, of course, but I opened individual businessman in 2015. I start to work on taxes program which called simplified taxation system. Of course, for the first time I opened the internet store, and it was uh, it was possible to have simplified taxation system, and because later, I think it was in 2018, as if you have an internet store and you don't have a point which can where you can give your customers goods from your store, you don't have a possibility to it's not possible to use a simplified taxation system. The price, the tax percent was 5 and 3%, as I remember. It depends on what kind of system do you prefer. The 3%, as I remember, it was you can use as individual businessman if you work with value-added tax. The value-added tax in Belarus, it is 20%. So if you don't use value-added tax, you should pay if you have internet store, then without any points of goods, you can pay 5%. And of course, if you are an individual businessman, and now too, you should pay to the fund of safety of citizens. There's 35% of your from your payroll. If you're an individual businessman and you don't have any workers, you should pay once in a year, in March, the fixed pay. In 2021, our individual businessmen pay in the fund of social safety of citizens a little bit more than $680. So if you want to open limited liability company in Belarus, you of course you need to pay in the fund of social safety of citizens 35% from the payroll for all workers, and you can choose a system of taxes and you can be on simplified taxation system, which include, I think that now it is a 6%. In 2021-2022 it is a 6%, and you can work only with without without value added tax if you're an individual businessman, and you can work with if you want to have a limited liability company, you can use the simplified taxation system with value added tax and without. So this, and you can use a general tax system which in what you pay 20% from your revenue minus expenses and different types of expenses which about what in different organization it is a different tablets different revenue and expenses. It is an accountant question, as I talk in my videos. We have a company which have professional experts in different types of consulting services, include lawyers and accountants, economists, and something like that. Because in my my first job in, as I remember, 18 or 19 was accountant. It is my first step to be a businessman, as you see. Because at first it was my first step to go to the economist and something like that, because I worked on logistic companies, companies which take investments and we are built for with the help of investment and financial instruments from the bank, the malls and shops, and a lot of types of these different beautiful things. It's very great experience. So I have a possibility to help you to open the company in our country, or maybe you want to open representation there. If you want to open individual businessman, you just need to have a represent card and about office. If you want to open limited liability company, you should have a legal address and not office. There is companies, of course we can help you with this too. The companies which gave you a little square meters, a little meters to registrate, to have a registration in committee, Minsk City Executive Committee, and give your legal address, and you have an agreement with Sablis rent. So you don't have you don't need to have a big office. But if you want to have workers there in your company, of course you need an office. But you can they can work at home, and I think that it's not necessary to have a great big office there. But for registration, if you want to have limited liability company, you need legal address. So I think I done. So it's very important thing that if you are individual businessman, you don't need to pay to the fund of safety citizens if you not carrying out activities for quarters and something like that. So of course there is many types and possibility of work, and I with my group of experts we can help you. So thanks for watching me, thanks for giving me your likes and comments, and of course I want to different questions and with pleasure I ask for you in these questions. So have a nice day. Bye.